everybody, Arizona Kid here. I always get asked by a lot of people, what accessories would I recommend or what have I put on my machine. Now, I have a video probably of everything that's on this machine. Did I say that Honda Pioneer at the beginning? I hope I did, and I didn't say Foreman, but anyways, squirrel. But I have a video of everything that I put on this, but I'm just going to go through it really quickly. And if you guys are looking for prices, you can either go back and look for the video of it, or you can message me and I'll try to tell you prices. But right now with inflation and all that stuff, I'm sure it's way different than what I paid for on them. But let's just start off at the very front of it. These were, I think they were like Sea Moon or some kind of Amazon lights here on them. I picked this brand of lights because I didn't want a big old bar up there. I wouldn't be against it, but I didn't want it. And this came with all the wiring set up and even a switch if you didn't want to do a panel switch on it with a toggle on it, which I did eventually do that, and that's on another video also, and we'll get to that in a minute. So the winch on it, I have many videos. Actually, I think I have two videos. One is really long about it. One is a short version of it, and then another one is me changing it out to a synthetic rope winch. So there's like 3 videos of the winch. So winch on it. These guards right here on it, they're front and back. I don't remember the company. I know I have a sticker of it on my machine. Yeah, PBR right there. They're the ones that I bought those from. They were on Amazon also. I got a video of that. For the product and the price you paid, that's the best deal I could find. I know that you would pay like 2 or 3 times more for the Honda brand than the PBR brand. Fox shocks right there. I got video on that also. Putting these Fox shocks in the front and back. They are adjustable by they have like 3 settings on them. An awesome shock. It did make a huge difference. Man, if I had to tell you to do anything when you first bought it, if you want to skip everything else I did, I would do these first, and then tires and all that. But also, these are bigger size tires. They're the Max. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but the Maxxis Bighorn 2.0s. They are, I think stock is like 25. These are 27s. I do have videos on that also. That's something I do recommend. Windshield. I have videos on this also. I believe a full windshield, at least in Arizona, optional. A half windshield would do you right. Other states, I can't give you information on that because I live in Arizona. But if you live in Arizona, I'd tell you just get a half windshield and don't mess with the whole windshield. So moving on from that, this is also a PBR product that I did on it. You can buy them at the PBR website. Is that these back caps so it doesn't get rusty in there and get water in there. I have a video on that also. Here's the back guards that I already talked about, along with the back Fox shocks I already talked about. The other thing I put on it, I have a video on this, and I even got asked for a guide, and they still sell them on Amazon. My tip I put on, I changed the tip out, I got a video on it. I actually put stock tip back on. I thought the other tip was nice, but it was loud. And I just rather have a stock tip on it. But I do have a video on that, and I did have it on there for a while. The other thing I did on it is this. I can't remember the company that I got this off of. This plate on here. They have so many different designs you can pick from. You don't have to pick this particular model of it. You don't have to put this slot in here. That's for your phone. And it also has a mount of things like this. Has 2 circles. You don't see it, but if you looked at the back of it, you could pop another circle out here and 2 more toggle switch things on it. So when I initially bought those Z-Moon lights, it came out with a switch, and I put the switch right here, and it just glued on right there, and the wire came through here. Well, when I just finally got this panel, I went and got a better toggle switch, and then I just took that wire that was already pre-wired because I already had the light, and this does light up with a key, and I just ran the wire to this plug. So that was just done after the fact. I did put mirrors on it right here. See me film? I did put mirrors on it. These are from Kimimoto. They're not the best ones that they make, but they're the cheapest at the time. I talk about that in some of my videos. I actually think I talk about it in the Kimimoto videos about these triangle storage things, because I talk about it in that. So if you want to know more about the mirror and what I think about it, go watch the video on these bags. So let's jump to the bags. I did put these bags, one on each side, one there, one there. I wouldn't mind having them in the back also, but for right now, it's got one on each side of the front. It's probably the best storage I could think of for this Pioneer 700. I also put a rear view mirror on it, and also the hard top. I have a video on the hard top and a soft top that I bought, so you can get two options if you want a cheaper amount than the hard top. Go look at that on it. It's very, very interesting to see what they look like and what you might want on your machine. Also, these are Chemo, I don't know if I pronounce it right, Kimimoto. These are also their grab handles. I have 4 of them, one there, one in the back, and same area on either side on it. I did buy a piece of heat shield fabric because these engines are center right here. It's like your exhaust comes out right here, and it gets hot in the summer here, so I put that. It's not glued down or nothing. It literally, I just laid it down and set the seat on top of it, and it actually does help keep some of that heat radiating to your tush, to your behind. I got videos on, we were trying to think about making doors. That kind of fell apart. There's 3 videos about doors on it. I don't think I would recommend that at the moment, but I do have videos if you're curious how that kind of went down. Also, I have videos on making floor mats. I made my own. You can buy them obviously, but I made my own. And then obviously I have the seats up in the back right now, but when I don't, I have this mat right here that goes in the back, and I made it also. They're super thick. They're not like the ones you would buy. They're very thick. They're thicker than any ones that you would go and buy through Honda or anything. And go watch the video and learn how I did that and what I used to do that. You probably already, some guys will probably just recognize what that is. I do carry, it's usually not here. I usually keep it in the foot areas of the machine, but I do carry a Yankum rope. There's a Yankum rope sticker. I carry a Yankum rope right here, and then just a canvas bag off Amazon with like a snatch block, some toe straps, air compressor, tire repair, stuff like that. I do have a jump start, but if I'm going alone with this machine, I'll put it in here, but right now it's in the Foreman over there on it. So let me step back and think about this, everything I've done. So I think that's everything I've ever put on this machine. I did like a review on it once, and I forgot stuff. Like I forgot like the exhaust tip, and I do have a video on that. And guys, I don't want you to think the exhaust tip isn't a good idea. It is nice. It does make it sound a little bit beefier. I think it might help a little bit more on the breathing of the engine, but it was just too loud for me when I use this for hunting, or I have my whole family with me, and it just was kind of too loud. And it actually got louder when I put the windshield in. So that's something to think about. And you guys going, what? It's just once you put that windshield in there, you could hear a lot more noise in your cab. Obviously I put this to make it street legal. I don't think this really matters. I did put, license plate light and all that. I just tapped into the rear tail lights on it, nothing big. I do have a video on it talking about, and it's not something I put on it, but I talk about these mud caps, that how how Honda does it right here. These mud caps, they fall off. The back ones haven't, but the front ones fell off. So I had a video, but that's not something I installed. It's something it came with. But they were falling off, and I kept having to buy new ones. So I put a little screw in on the side to keep from losing this and mud and water getting into your frame pipe there. But that's not something I physically installed. So that's everything. Yeah, I know it sounds like a lot, but that's pretty much everything I put on it since I bought it, and I don't see myself putting anything else on it. But I do get asked this also, what's the first thing, if you had to stop right now and start over, what would be the very first thing you would buy for your machine? It would be the shocks. I would put that was probably the biggest purchase I did. I think at the time it was like $1,500, $1,600, something like that. I would put those on because it changed the ride. It didn't matter what tires I had on there. It changed the ride completely. It made it a different machine altogether. And then if I had to say second, I'd probably do the tires. And then after that, maybe the winch. And then everything else would just kind of fall in wherever I wanted it to. So that's how I would go about it. But I hope this helps everybody to know what I've done to my machine. I wish I could give you a grand total of what all the pricing was. I don't have that. But you guys can look back at my videos. But like I said, those wouldn't matter either because prices are different now. I bet you those shocks maybe aren't even $1,500 anymore. Maybe they're way more than that. I don't know. But like always, guys, thanks for watching. And like I said, I hope this really helps answer everybody's questions of what I put on my Honda Pioneer 700-4. And hope everybody enjoys their summer. I don't know when I'll be back again, but you guys have a good one. Keep the powder dry like always, and we'll see you in the next one. Arizona Kid, out. Bye.